When you think of DMC, you immediately picture Dante and Virgil beating up demons with the sickest combos ever. The coolest one-liners.
Looks like your master's got you on a pretty short leash. Come on, little puppy. I'll take you out for a walk. Come on, let's go.
And honestly, just the most over-the-top stuff you will ever see in gaming, period. But in a series that spans over 5 games and a reboot, one stands above them all. DMC 2. Oh, and cue the damn intro music. Okay, I get it. Jokes aside, hold your pitchforks and burning torches. DMC 2 definitely is the black sheep of the series, and I think even more so than the reboot, honestly. I mean, look at this combat. It's safe to say that this game is a stinker, but that's why I'm the one going for platinum today, so you don't have to play this pile of garbage. Oh, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe as it helps out the channel massively. Devil May Cry 2 has 2 playable characters in Dante and Lucia, and I would need to do 2 playthroughs for them each. But I first started off playing as Dante as I was familiar with him. If you don't know, by the way, this game's combat is anything but amazing. You can practically beat this whole game by holding down the square button, as the pistols are stupidly overpowered. You just end up stun locking enemies, and that is honestly no fun at all. I mean, just look at how I defeated this first boss. Bro, look at the damage my guns are doing. Oh, what? Okay, the AI isn't that bad. It's actually doing something. Look at the boss attacks. This game is so cooked. Devil May Cry 2, guys. Best game in this series, by far. I can actually just do this. Why am I even trying to fight? Monkeying around, okay. Oh my goodness, this game is actually a joke. I can understand why people call it the worst game in the series. Because it definitely is. That was a joke of a boss fight. I also forgot to mention that I had 1 trophy pop for completing a secret mission. I had to do all of these as they dropped blue orb fragments, and these were the collectibles in the game that award you with extra health, so collecting them all was essential. This game also gives you the ability to customize your loadout with the amulet, and slotting different devil hearts into it would give you different abilities. By continuing the story, we ran into the next boss, and yeah, I actually thought I was gonna die for a second. Okay, so what happens now? I'm just gonna shoot this boss as well. Oh, this is such brain dead gameplay. Attack the main enemy, Dante, you idiot. Bro, even Dante's AI is stupid. Look at him. Bro's just getting hit for free. Okay, it would be so embarrassing if I died to this boss. So, Dante, we gotta focus up, bro. But it was just a false alarm. Actually, nope, I'm not. Bro, this game is a joke. No joke, this game is a joke. Oh, we got a bike? Okay, that's kind of cool. Also in this game, for some reason, Dante doesn't speak. He's basically a silent protagonist and just stands there like a creep.
I've got something that I need to take care of.
But occasionally he will do something cool like this. But you do remember the peak combat that DMC is well known for? Well, here I got an S rank combo to prove that it can be done in this game too. But back to reality and back to the jank that is this game. Because here I ended up fighting the infested tank, and honestly this was one of the worst enemies I have ever seen in gaming, period. For context, this is how I ended up defeating this enemy. And you know how we're gonna fight it? Devil trigger Dante holding down the square button to shoot. Basically, how we do all the fights in this game. Such a bad fight, bro. Holy. This is actually, this is DMZ2 combat at its peak. Look at that. Okay, one more infested tank to go and then we're done with this stupid fight. Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone can defend game design like this. And to top it all off, we had to fight an infested chopper as well. I mean, you can only imagine how that ended. We then come face to face with one of the cooler bosses in the game, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean it was a challenge, as he was still taken down with relative ease. At least he awarded us with a trophy upon defeating him. And speaking of trophies, we also continue to explore and eventually collect our 12th blue orb. Even though this game has been horrible so far, little moments like this honestly gave me hope. Is he gonna talk?
Do you have to ask?
He spoke! What? How many lines of dialogue is it though? Just one? I guess we're getting one line of dialogue. The 9th mission though, that took a while. Nothing. Stone cold, poker face. We then defeated 2 bosses that are honestly forgettable and finally get to do something that gave me a little bit of a headache. Yes? Is that it? I got it! That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a game in my whole entire life. And I've been playing games for many years. That was stupid. But after figuring out this enemy, I ran into another boss and made quick work of him too. Both playable characters in the game had different weapons. Honestly speaking, it doesn't even feel like it makes much of a difference. But here, I got a trophy for collecting all of the swords while playing as Dante. And soon afterwards, we were also reunited with an old friend from the first game. Oh, we summoned Phantom. Well, that's a blast from the past, okay? That's what you want, Phantom, then surely we can do it. Okay. Is Phantom any better in this game? Oh, that's DMC2. Kind of answers my question. I mean, he doesn't seem to have any new attacks, honestly. He's not even seeming to use the old attacks that he used to use. Well, what I will say is this Phantom fight is 10 times easier than the MC1's. That is for sure. We then ran into one of the more interesting bosses in the game, and eventually the final boss as well. And honestly, it was all still pretty easy and posed no challenge at all. There we go, extinguished. I think that's the final boss of this game. It's juked me a few times, but I think that's actually the final boss. I mean, look at it. Ooh. Bang. He's gonna use Ebony. Yep. I knew it. Oh. Kinda cold. I called the bang. Oh, bro. This is one.
Let's go all the way to hell.
This is one shit game. But that was a cool ending. I'm not gonna lie. That was cool. Every knee will bend. Nice. Okay, so I guess we officially finished DMZ2. Onto the Lucia playthrough. But upon beating the game, I gained access to this chapter select, in which I had to go back and grab the missing blue orb that I needed to max out my health. I also found a strategy to get an S rank on a mission, and this is how that went. With everything done, I jumped over to do my first playthrough with Lucia. She is basically the same as Dante, except she has a little bit of a different mechanic with a devil trigger. Okay, well, I guess we're playing as Lucia now. Let's see if this is any better than Dante. I mean, considering Dante is the main character, I can't imagine this being much better, but we'll see. The missions were also quite similar, with slight variations, and there was 1 or 2 exclusive Lucia missions as well. My first trophy worth that was for getting the S rank combo. I also managed to get 2 trophies for boss fights, and the final one was for collecting all of the arsenals, which were basically just weapons. I also went back into the chapter select to collect the last devil heart that I needed for the trophy, Take Heart. But then we ended up going back to play as Dante, and this time we did it on the hard difficulty. And at first I was slightly surprised that bosses gave me a little bit more of a challenge this time around. Oh my god, this stage! I dodged. I dodged again! Bro, this would be so much easier if I just targeted the actual thing that I wanted to target. There we go. Yep, it's definitely not hard. It's harder, but I mean, it's still pretty damn easy. It just takes a little longer to kill the bosses. Well, I guess that just sets the tone for this playthrough. Take a little bit more time and maybe take a bit more damage, but overall, it's not as bad. I even had a close call at one point on the later bosses in the game. Ow. I wasn't even there. Let me use the Devil's Star, and then equipped, amulet, and then let me just heal. Oh no! Go, 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 no! Bro, how? What is this even doing? Did it actually work? Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh, it actually worked! I'm dead. Oh, I dodged it! No ways! That was so close. Okay, that was the first boss that actually gave me some difficulty on this playthrough. But while taking my time, I eventually managed to get through the hard playthrough, and now I had to start farming red orbs to upgrade my gear. So I found a strategy and started grinding, and eventually I managed to get enough red orbs to upgrade everything. I need to reach level 3 with one of my guns, and I mean, good old faithful Ebony and Ivory is going to be the ones that I take to level 3. So that should give me a trophy. There we go. Arms race. And then I should get another trophy for maxing all my swords, which should equate to about 45,000 orbs, and I have 56, so... Wait, did I just mess up? Did I screw this up? I screwed it up, bro. I have to get to level 4. I mean level 3 with all of the swords. Oh, Sean, you're such a dumbass, bro. Okay, well, you guys get the gist of it. I need to go back to farming, and then, yeah, I'll show you the trophy when I pop it. That should be the trophy. There we go. Like a hot knife through butter. Okay, on to the next one. I repeated this farming strategy and upgrading process with Lucia as well, and afterwards I had to do her hard playthrough. But this time I played as Trish, as she was an unlockable costume. I want to try and not use items, but I low-key do be throwing. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. No. There we go. Easy. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Transform and then just finish him off with this. There we go. I need to keep that move in mind for the Dante must die or Trish must die later, because I'm going to use Trish for that 100%. I'm going to skip all that because I don't need to see that again. There we go. Beyond Beauty. I think that's for finishing the game with Trish on any difficulty. Okay, nice. I was still missing the S-rank mission with Lucia though, so I had to play as her specifically, and with some practice it could be easily done on stage 2. Now I started my 5th playthrough of the game, and this was for the must die difficulty. I also played as Trisha again, and she was honestly just the best character in this game by far, and it was pretty smooth sailing for the most part, as I just used a bunch of items that I hoarded across my other playthroughs. Although the final fight got a little hairy at one point, but I managed to beat it, and with that the hardest part of this platinum. Now the final set of trophies was tied to the Bloody Palace, and here I had to get up to level 9000. Now doing this normally would take you about 6 to 7 hours, but because I finished the game on the hardest difficulty possible, I could access Infinite Devil Trigger. But for some reason I had to change my console's language, and that's why the trophy names would be in French. But regardless, it was another hour and a half of just holding square till everything eventually died and the trophies popped, alongside with the Platinum Trophy for DMC2.